you're quick. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Stop. Reset. Stop. Reset. All right, cool. So tell me like all your primitive shit. Like tell me what you know how to do. So example, like no explanation, just straight up bullet point. Like I can do primitive fire. I can do star navigation. I can build a shelter. I can do star navigation. I know my berries. I know how to trap. I know how to hunt. I know how to fish. I know how to filter water. Like, give me everything back to back to back to back. Shoot.
Okay, my primitive skills, I can build a shelter. I can recognize berries, food to eat that are wildlife. I know how to do, build snares and traps. There's also a great trap that you can build for bigger type animals that the Vietnamese used on our American soldiers. They call punji traps, where you dig a hole and stick, sharp sticks in there, and that'll be for your bigger game. Like you're really not gonna snare a hog or something, but it will fall into that hole. I can fish. I can make fish traps. Um, I can start fires. I can. Um, let's see. You can also make rope out of tree bark. Also, use if you're gonna cut trees down, use that whole tree. The trees have roots. You can use those roots for cordage and tying up your shelter. Um, use everything you got into nature. If you find blackberries, there's all type of animals that eat blackberries like chipmunks and birds. So use those blackberries for food and catch your food with it. So like you gotta use everything in the nature for your advantage. Also,
What about like do you know how like to like aloe vera plants and like how to protect your body from the heat and shit like that? Do you know how to do that? So just tell me, point it out for me.
oh yes, if you're gonna be around a place where it's hot and there's a lot of mosquitoes, the one thing that I would do is cover my body completely with mud. The mud will cool your body down, and also it'll work as a sunscreen if there's a lot of sun on you, and also it won't allow the mosquitoes to bite you as much. So I would completely cover my body with mud, and you can identify the type of plants that you can burn to also um, keep the mosquitoes away, and like also and the military also taught us first aid, to stop bleeding and to recognize like when someone is going into shock, or if you like break your leg, how to splint your leg. You can splint your leg with just two pieces of wood, and that'll do for you until you get to medical attention. And say if you cut.
Okay. So I know you're married. I'm gonna move forward because we got all that good stuff. So I know you're married. Why do you and your wife want to do this? Like, what does this mean for you and your wife? Like, why do you guys want to do it? What does it mean? And you can even talk to me a little bit about your wife. Like, tell me how you met your wife, and then tell me like why this is important for you guys. Like, is this you guys need like some rejuvenation in your marriage? Is it that you think being together 21 days in this type of scenario will really help bring you guys closer? Like, talk to me a little bit about that. So talk to me a little bit about how you met your wife, and then tell me why this challenge would be amazing for you guys.
Okay, I met my wife at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Her brother was in the military. Her brother's girlfriend was in the military also, and I was friends with her brother's girlfriend and her little son, and he had a birthday party, and I showed up, and they came down from San Diego, and all.
So make it really quickly because they're gonna cut it super short. So I met my wife at a birthday party, or I met my wife at a party. We caught each other's eyes. We've been in touch. We went to Korea together. We moved together. We did and ever since then we've been inseparable. And then move forward in regards to what you guys want to do naked in the phrase.
Okay, I met my wife in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, at a birthday party. We kept in touch for the next 2 years. She came down, and we were married. Like, we decided to get married, and we married each other, and left 4 months later to Korea. In Korea, we explored the whole peninsula. We went to Vietnam. We hiked the 2 highest mountains in Korea. One when she was 8 months pregnant, but she made it. And I think the reason why we want to do Naked and Afraid is because it symbolizes everything that we've been through. Like, we started out just ourselves. So if you take Naked and Afraid, they take everything from you, and it's just you and your partner, and see how you're gonna survive. And that's how me and my wife been. Like, we started out just me and her. We had a kid. We didn't have any help. We didn't have. All we had was the books to read, and we didn't have anything. So like, I love that the show symbolizes, like, you take away everything from someone and see how they respond. And that's how me and my wife live. Like, you can take anything away from us, and we're always gonna have each other, and we're always gonna make it, because we're gonna lean on each other, and we're gonna never quit. So like, I love the symbolism of the show. Like, never quit and just survive with each other.
So will this help you guys? Like, I know you guys had a baby, so you got your baby. He'll be 2 soon. So would it, like, help just bring you guys closer together? Is it going to be like old times? Like, give me a little bit more about, like, what this means for your marriage, to be able Naked and Afraid.
Okay. The show Naked and Afraid means, for me and my wife, is always going to be something that we can look back on and say, hey, if no matter what we go through in the future, we made it through this. And I think this is going to bring us closer. And also, it's going to give, like, our kids something to look at, and be like, damn, mom and daddy was some cool ass people. Look what they went through. And, like, I think it's going to be, I don't know, I just think it's going to be awesome for me and her and our family. And, we haven't had time alone in a long time. So, 21 hard days, I think it'll bring us closer and get back to where we need to be.
Why do you think we'll root for you guys? Why will we, as people watching the show, why will we root for you guys on Naked and Afraid? Like, wait, are you guys, do you guys together have, like, that partnership where you guys can make shit happen? Are you guys, like, gonna build fucking a mini mansion, a mini stick mansion, a mini shelter mansion? Like, are you guys catching game? Like, what is it? Why are we gonna root for you when you guys are on the show?
I think, for one, we bring diversity to the show. I'm a black
and
male.
Make sure you say, me and my wife me and my wife being on Naked and Afraid, when we bring diversity, just reiterate my question and your answer.
Okay, all right. Me and my wife being on the Naked and Show, my bad. Me and my wife being on Naked and Afraid is gonna bring diversity to the show. I'm a black male, African American, and she's Caucasian and Filipino, and we're a great team. Like, I'm my biggest fan. Of course, we're both strong-headed people, so we're gonna butt heads, but in the end, we're gonna come together and make the right decision, and that's how we live our lives. Like, we don't always get along, but we're aware enough to take a step back and assess the situation, and then make the best decision for what we need to do and what we need to do to survive. And
what was the last argument you guys had, or disagreement? What was the last disagreement or the argument you had? So tell me. Me and my wife's last disagreement was.
Me and my wife's last disagreement was actually where we're gonna live next. She wants to go back to San Diego. I want to live wherever I can to take care of them, and that's an expensive place. So I'm trying to do whatever it takes so I can take care of my family. And we don't agree on where we're gonna live next, but I'm sure we're gonna come and meet a common ground and figure this thing out like we always do.
So tell me about you. Like, I want to get to know you. Like, what's your personality? When you're with your boys, when you're not the husband, I do want to know what kind of husband you are, but let me know a little bit about you first. Like, are you like this down-to-earth, cool guy? Are you like the one that everybody looks up to? Are you like the macho? Are you like the alpha male? Or are you kind of like the laid-back, cool dude? Like, tell me who you are with your friends, with your buddies.
Me with my friends now is I'm a little different. I can't, like, I know it seems like I'm serious now, but most of the time I can't be serious. I'm joking all the time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make everybody laugh if we go out. When I'm with my friends, I'm making everybody laugh. But that being said, I know when to be serious and when not to be serious.
So wait, let's stay back on that, because I do kind of like the humor side. So give me like, when I'm with my boys, I'm the funny guy. I'm the one that's always making somebody laugh no matter what the situation is. Are you like, what role do you play in that? Are you like the alpha? Are you like the leader? Are you like, are you the one that kind of lets everybody else make the decision and you either say yay or nay? Like, talk to me a little bit more about the humorous side.
Okay.
And repeat that for me again, please.
Okay. When I'm with my friends, I'm usually the funny guy. I'm the leader, but also, I believe in leading from the front. Like I can't be a follower. That's not in my DNA. So like, I'm always gonna be like joking and making everybody laugh, but I'm also not gonna belittle you. Like we're all equal. I only hang out with alpha males. I don't hang out with no pussy ass dudes anyway. So like all my friends are cool. All my friends are you gotta be cool. You gotta be funny. You gotta be able to take a joke to even hang out with us. So like we're not gonna belittle anyone, but we're always gonna have a good time. We always gonna have fun and like you gonna.
What do your friends give you a hard time about? Like, what do they give you shit for? Do they say like you're always late? Do they say you always got like your little Nikes on? You always dressed up from head to toe? Do they say you never come out with us? Like, what do your friends give you shit for?
Oh, my friends give me shit for always being the pretty boy. I guess like my clothes are always ironed. I always gotta look good before I go anywhere. I don't care if I'm going to Walmart. My stuff's gotta be on point. I can't just go out looking like a rag, So like, my boys always give me shit on that, and I'm always like, I find humor in the worst situations. Like, if someone falls, I'm gonna make sure you're okay, but I'm laughing at you as soon as I know that you're okay. And like, I don't care if you're 90 years old. Like, my friends be like, "Damn, Kiro, that's cold." So like, they always, giving me stuff on just me being me. Like, I can't help it. I'm silly. I'm crazy.
Cool. So